Hey, what is up, everybody? Hope you are all doing fine today. As always, I am Xavier Harkley. I am your make-believe cyberpunk handyman for hire here in the fictional city of Neon City. What is a handyman, you ask? Kind of a jack of all trades. I do a little bit of everything. Lose something? I'll go find it. Want something picked up? I'll go do that. Missing somebody? I'll go look for them. I'll know if I find them. Need help investigating crimes because the police are literally too expensive and they're gouging you on the prices? Cops cost money? That's a little out of my wheelhouse. I mean, you know, you're gonna give me some money. You know, I guess I can give it my best shot. Just don't expect a whole lot. Of course, that's all just make-believe. I am, of course, also, you know, a published author of works, and but here I am just a player of games, a doer of things, an enjoyer of content and classic media. And there is no media that is more classic, more beautiful, more artful than fucking tokusatsu. Ooh, I love me some toku. I am a huge fan of Kamen Rider. Funny enough, despite how horrible the adaptation of Kamen Rider Black RX was, you know, when Saban tried it back in the 90s, I actually really liked it. Obviously, when I grew up, I discovered Kamen Rider Black and Black RX, like, oh, this is like a million times better. But it was always sad that Kamen Rider never got the chance to take off in the US. And the Japanese are really, are apparently, at least as far as people that work with and around the Kamen Rider franchise, are still upset by what Saban did in the 90s. Never mind the fact that there was a good adaptation in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which went back to Japan after being adapted from Japan, and now, I don't know if this is true. Allegedly, Dragon Knight is more popular than the series it was adapted from, Ryuki. Caleb would know better. If he was here, I would ask him, and he would definitely have the answer for you. Brother Mouse might know the answer, too, but I think he is hanging out with some of our other friends. They are doing a tabletop game. They did say if they have time later, they would come stop by and hang out with us. If they can, that's great. If they can't, it is what it is. You know, well, there's always next time. Now, I want to point your attention to that beautiful green bar there in the corner. Whoa, look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! 3 follows away. We are... Dragon Knight also won a couple awards. Yeah, it did. Which is sad because it was deliberately sabotaged by the network that was producing it so that it couldn't be successful. And yet, despite all that, it was successful. Now, I think the guy that played the main character in there, I think his name is Stephen Ford, he is very active on Twitter. He loves talking about working on Dragon Knight, how much fun he had, but also how much he wishes he had an opportunity to do more, and how he really wants people to take it seriously and do more with Kamen Rider. Of course, obviously, now we're in a situation where, as Tokusatsu now becomes more available in the United States through, Shout and other companies that are finally localizing Sentai. We're now in that weird position, and even Power Rangers is starting to have that weird crisis of identity where we're kind of... Power Rangers worked because Sentai wasn't over here. But... And every Power Rangers is kind of hit or miss. Hey, TK? There are some Power Ranger shows that are absolutely phenomenal. There are some that are kind of just okay, and there's a few that are kind of garbo. You know, nothing against the staff that worked on it. It just didn't work. You know, if you like one of those shows, that's perfectly fine. I kind of also yes, rip to Jason David Frank, who I'm not gonna lie, everything I heard about that, and the weird things I heard about his personal life with his soon-to-be ex-wife, his death now seems very suspicious to me. To where this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem like this fell out of thin. It seems no accusations. No, this is just opinion. It honestly seems, based on some interviews with people that knew him and talked about how weird his current wife was about him spending time with his daughter from his previous marriage. His final will, leaving his soon-to-be ex-wife, everything, as primary benefactor, everything to her and their kid, seems a little sus. Like I said, it could be that he really meant for that. It could very well be that there's something rotten in the state of Denmark, but the most important thing in this equation is that there are I forget how many kids he had. I think it was 2. There are 2 kids that don't have their dad anymore, and that's the only math that matters, and that's sad. But anyway. All right. Like I said, Power Rangers is in a weird place now, where they're talking about distancing themselves from Toku completely, which they absolutely could do under the right guidance. They would just be American Toku. I mean, there are other countries that manage to pull off the Toku formula perfectly. When I lived in Okinawa, I lived there during the time when they debuted their Toku, which is Ryujin Mabuyer. And I don't know if it was new when I got there, but I got to see one of their live stage shows that they did for a festival. And it was really cool. So, apparently there's a Toku franchise in Indonesia and a couple of other places that is really, really sick. There is a YouTube channel. If you just type in history of Kamen Rider, I forget what his YouTube is. He does these massive, these big long videos about the history of every single Kamen Rider series. Talks about development, what was going on at the time, what they were trying to do based on interviews. Covers movies, stage shows, specials, web stuff. He also has a video series about Toku from other places, and it's definitely worth checking out. Whether or not Power Rangers will be able to stand on its own without reusing Sentai footage, I don't know. I mean, shows have tried to do the Toku formula without, on shoestring budgets. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a little show called Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. That show is obscenely shoestring budget. In fact, let's one sec. Let's see if we can let's see if I can find it real quick. And then, I promise we'll get into Bugman after this. Alright. Sorry, I've got my windows are all goofed up right now, so I'm kind of, things are not flowing as naturally as they normally would. Alright, we're gonna unleash this beast, and then, we're gonna play some Bugman. Alright. Stand by, we're gonna mute the awesome BGM. Hey, Doc, what's up? Anyway, so they've tried American Toku on shoestring budgets. And, you know, as we all know, Sentai and Kamen Rider shows are notoriously shoestring budgets. We're going to see some of that in this game that we're going to play tonight. But when America tries to Toku on a shoestring budget, well, you wind up with this. Wow! Look at all... Look at all that production value! This is real! Like, some of the suits here aren't terrible. Huh. The second season of Mighty Morphin that no one talks about. Like I said, the suits on that wasn't terrible. They had the weird city cutout, but and your cast is surprisingly muscular and athletic. Like, clearly they were cast for ability. I actually used to watch it when I was a kid because, well, when you're a really young kid, you kind of just watch things. It doesn't matter if they're good or not. You kind of just watch them because you're kind of trying to fill the day, and this is on. And, well, I watched this when it came on, but I didn't like, okay, I'm gonna go play outside with, you know, Matt and, you know, Brittany and, you know, our friends, and, oh, hold up! Stop everything! Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters is coming on. Just wait till this goes off! Okay, it might be at least an hour, because Dinosaurs are coming on after this. Because, Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters came on the USA Network. Yes, Stop Everything time was for SWAT cats and Animaniacs. Yes. Exo Squad. Exo Squad, it was fucking awesome. We watched it together in Discord, like almost the entire series. That show is amazing. It came on too early for me to catch it on my local Fox affiliate. Like, it always came on at like 6:30 and or 6 a.m. and I couldn't get up before 7. Stop Everything is X-Men and Spider-Man, right? Anyway. I've dusted off the Switch so that we can play this. Stand by. I gotta... There we go. We're actually going to play a new game. This features Kamen Riders Double, O's, and 01. but it also features the side riders for both O's and Double. 01 is kind of just there to hang out. It's not like Thouser is not showing up. So excited. But yeah, we are 3 follows away from getting affiliate and getting all of our toys back.
Tada no jiko niしちゃう。やけに警戒が厳重だな。ニュースに映った AI ロボットが気になって来たけど。来て正解だった。分かってるって。まずはセンサーを強化している装置を解除すればいいんでしょ？
Oh yeah.
こいつか？
That's Ank's core metal! What's it doing here?
おう、私のデータにはないが、お前も仮面ライダーなのか。
わっ、どこから？
次から次へと油断がならぬ。
Wait a minute, isn't that Dio?
次
Dio's
から
voice?
次って。俺の他にも？
無駄無駄！
たわいもない。しかし計画を急がねばならんな。
I swear. I swear that's Dio's voice. I could be wrong. I could just be hearing things. I could just want it to be Dio. Oh man, I'm so excited.
俺の名前は左翔太郎。フートにある鳴海探偵事務所の探偵だ。数々の怪事件を相棒と
the hard-boiled, the half-boiled
警察
detective.
の手に負えない事件専門とまで言われてる。
I don't know if you guys watched Futo Kiai, the Kamen Rider anime.
数々の同伴
The sequel to Double. It was so good.
そう。俺と相棒のフィリップが二人で一人の
It was so perfect.
仮面ライダーダブルさ。そんな俺たちが巻き込まれたあの忌まわしい大事件は大事故で封鎖されたエネルギー研究の島。
I'm gonna try my hardest not to gush, but Kamen Rider Double, they're a private detective agency. And sometimes they get involved in crimes using what are called Gaia memories. They're little USB drives that are an allegory for drugs.
全島封鎖されて復旧作業を進めているって話だったが、とんでもねえ。港は監視カメラやセンサーだらけ。おまけに見たくない文字が書かれた機械兵士か。これはいろいろと調べてみる必要があるな。
Those are the Guardian units from
この島を調べてみて。今は少しでも情報が欲しい。
01.
この島に俺を導いたメールにはたった一言、アイダ博士を探して、そう書かれていた。メールには他に何桁もの数字があった。
Numbers. Coordinates indicating a
ある場
certain
所を表す
location.
座標だっ
Which location? I don't know. I'm
た。そ
still
の座
looking
標
for
が
it.
この事故で封鎖された島、セクターシティの港湾セクター、つまりここってわけだ。
Sector City. When urban planning looked at each other and said, "Hey, y'all ever see Tron? Let's watch Tron together." can't see his face. Oh, this tutorial. Bring all the controls down. Every single button. Oh no, it's one of the mooks from the museum.
考えるより先にまずはこのピンチを乗り切ることが先だな。変身サイクロンジョーカー。
There he is. Oh my god, listen to that music! Oh, that fucking remix of the theme song is so good! I forgot I was playing on a Nintendo controller. Servant, what up? Okay. Alright, let me use unique attacks for each form. Okay. Press the right stick to lock on. Okay. Kamen Riders with a double is my favorite Tekken fighter. Play and enter the gungeon? Nice. ZR dodges. Boom. Do I get to go play now? Kamen Riders with multiple forms can change their forms at any time, with some suited to long-range attacks and others to close-range attacks. Okay. Okay, that's their standard form is Cyclone Joker. Cyclone Joker is great at like close-range fighting. Heat gives him firepower. Luna makes him super stretchy. Metal is more medium range because he gets a staff weapon. He also a little bit more tanky. Trigger gives him a gun. Luna Trigger means that the fucking shots actually, you know, move around and like seek out the target. Oh, there's a style meter just like Devil May Cry! Boom, baby! Oh my god! That was amazing!
進むとするか。
Oh my god, that was so much fun! Now, as you'll notice here on our backgrounds here, there's a whole lot of empty space here. There's a lot of repeating locations, but also, once we get inside, you kind of find out that, other than certain locations, it kind of feels like some of these places are, like, purchases from an asset store.
What? なんだこの怪物?
何の騒ぎかと思って見に来てみれ。
Like, this guy here, I forget his name. I'm pretty sure he's voiced by Dio.
探偵らしく決めたかったが、やるしかねえか。せ、相棒。変身。サイクロンジョーカー。
For those that do not know, Double is actually made up of two people who kind of combine together a fusion style. Because a person can only use one Gaia memory. And so he uses two by combining two people together. So when they talk together, but they can also talk individually. Oh. Ooh, it looks so slick. It's so good. I can't say anything. I mean, this is just like a double highlight reel. Yeah! Whew. All right. Where am I? I don't know how I got here, but I'm sure it was awesome. Is this room under production? Holy shit, it's the robot from the black hole!
市街セクターどうやってここまで
Oh yeah, none of the voices here are the original actors reprising their roles, which is disappointing,
まあとにか
but
く助けられた
that would also cost money.
礼を言うぜと落としたガイアメモリは
メモリは転送中に分散してしまいました。
All your cool forms that you had access to at the beginning, those are gone!
はい。
Just like in Castlevania, where, Symphony, where you start off with all this wicked awesome gear and high level, and then, you know, right as soon as you get the hang of things, Death shows up and takes it all away.
ここはセクターシティ。島中から溢れ出る未知の高エネルギー。コアエナジーを開発、研究し、活用することで発展した島です。先日、実験の失敗による事故で島は封鎖され、それからあの怪物
What's
たち
this
が
island
現
for?
れ
No
始
one
めていま
knows.
す。
We're here to get energy.
なぜこうな
Where's
っ
the
たの
energy
か
come from? No one
私
knows.
にはさっぱ
How
り。
do you harness the energy? No one knows.
ところでアイこの島に来た人物でアイダ博士って知ってるか
We are harnessing the Advent energies directly from the depths of
調
hell.
べてみます。事故が起きた実験のゲスト名簿に名前がありますね。しかし、避難者のリストにはありません。
俺はそのアイダ博士を探す依頼でこの島に来た捜索に協力してくれるか
I'm sorry, I'm completely missing the story. So what's going on is this little robot is told us nothing.
ああもちろんさ
And we've agreed to help him.
そうとなったらまずは情報収集が先決だ手元に残ったこの電電センサーで
Alright.
あれマジかよ壊れてやがる
Oh no!
部品の故障ですね。替えがあれば直せそうです。
そうかならまず部品探しから始めるか
Philip and Shotaro are detectives. That means they have a lot of little gizmos that
そうか
specifically
ガイア
do
メモリな
stuff
くしちまったし
for their investigation.
何か
The Den sensor is a alarm, but it's also like a scope that can see and track invisible things. Item get Joker. Saying the memories of the Earth is used for Kamen Rider Double and Kamen Rider Joker's transformation and form changes. They serve to heighten physical abilities beyond their limits. Used by
見
Shotaro.
つけたぜ
Okay,
一つだけ近くに転送されたようですね。
so
切り札は今回も俺のところに来るようだ
memories are typically hazardous to people that use them, unless you use them in a drive. Now, Joker memory allows transformation of Joker-type forms, which make use of the unpredictable powers of the trump card. Kamen Rider form created Shotaro's use of the Joker memory and the Lost Driver. This form is perfect for close quarters martial arts combat, making full use of optimized physical capabilities. He controls like this. Oh, by the way, this game never came out in the United States. This is imported. The same way that a bunch of Super Robot Wars games like Blast 4 were released in English language versions in Asia. This game also was. Okay. Welcome. Yeah. Oh, we, oh, yo, oh, we, oh. I'll continue marching. Battle droids.
あのような怪物たちが日に日に増えています。
完全に占領されちまってるってわけか。
これは修理に使えそうです。でもまだ足りない部品がありますね。敵の反応が複数あり
Hold
ま
on,
す。
responses. Oh, we're gonna fight. Give me some fights. Double S. Balls of energy found throughout Sector City, where next-gen energy research is conducted. Released by enemies, they can be used by level-up Kamen Riders. Best understanding codes are used for serious power-ups. Now, it's important to remember, this is a kid's game. So it kind of plays like Dynasty Warriors. Boom!
どうだ
Triple S. Double jump.
これで修理に使えます。これで修理できそうです。
Nailed it.
電電センサー修理完了しました。
Ah, killer, it's
無
been
事に
fixed.
治ってくれたか助かる
Did
ぜ
it! Thank you so much.
その電電
Thank
セン
you.
サーはどのような機能があるのですか？
こいつには高性能センサーがついてるチェックして回れば謎もすぐに解明さ
しかし現在島は全面封鎖状態。
The whole island is shut down. There are enemies everywhere.
怪物たちを倒して封鎖を解除しながら進んでいく必要があります。
マジか
Oh
よ
man, we're
そ
liberating
りゃ
a
ここ
city.
の責任者は今何をやってるんだ
The people of Sector City will greet
ここの
Double
指揮をしていた
as a liberator, bringing them democracy and capitalism and toys.
じゃあその
And did I
ゼウス
mention the
たちも探す
toys?
必要がある
Oh, and by the way, on top of that, there's also toys! Buy them!
話によると
Buy them, buy toys.
という分類
Buy Kamen Rider toys. Buy them. Why aren't you buying them now? Buy them faster! In my wish list, there is
話し
some.
かけてもにやりと笑うだけ。
You must have them!
でした
We must all have them.
責任者の割に偉いね。
Buy figures, models, toys, belts, toys, toys, belts, toys, models,
ほとん
toys.
どが彼の功績です。科学者として
You
の
want them, you want them, buy them, buy them.
尊敬されていました。
アイダ博士の創
Is
作
there a
以来
story going? Is a story been going on while I've been, sitting here having a toy commercial?
何が起きている？
That's not important. Who's Professor Zeus? Buy toys.
まずは電電センサーで調べて回ろうぜ。
Oh man. Toys, toys, toys! Would you like to buy some toys? Right. Fabulous. Den Sensor, one of Kamen Rider Double's memory gadgets, is used as a pair of goggles equipped with a high-spec sensors capable of detecting almost anything. Wait a minute. Anything? Anything? Hiya, hello! Ah, it's so nice to see you at my new channel, my new house! Ah, I missed you! Hope you're doing okay, hope you're doing great. I hope the birdies are doing good. Are the birdies doing good? My work has been keeping me so busy, so I've been missing the birdie streams. I'm so sorry. Oh, they're doing good? Yes! That's good to hear. I'm so happy for you as a proud birdie mama. And I'm so happy they are doing well. We are playing Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes, which is a game on the Switch. But yes, with these, Kamen Rider can see just about anything. Does that mean he can see why kids love the awesome taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh, that can be... Say, we're still moving... Yes, if you haven't already, give Haya a follow. She is the best. She is a sweetheart. She is very funny, and she's super entertaining. And especially those quails. Those quails are adorable. All right, let's get back to it. We have a lot of stuff. We're still moving in over here at this new channel. Your crime is loitering on these city streets. Loitering without a permit, that is a crime. Getting beat up by strangers, that is also a crime. The punishment, getting beat up. Double S! Triple S!
どうだ?
Oh, it is doing really well. I'm having a lot of fun. This, we were gushing earlier about, Power Rangers. And just tokusatsu in general. No, don't say that. Okay. I am doing it! I am pressing the button! Why isn't it doing it? Okay. Okay, which one is the... Okay, where's the sensor? Yeah, menu. Oh! Got it! I haven't played this game in forever, so, got it! Analyze! Bat shot! Yeah, we are 3 follows away from getting affiliate again, which means we'll get all our plugins back. We'll be able to update my model, get all the redeems, because I miss having the redeems. Everyone used to have play with the redeems a lot, and I miss having those. But you know what? You know, we get there when we get there. You know, it's a journey, not a destination. And you know, starting. Yeah, we are very close. Which is crazy to think that, you know, this new channel is only like a month and a half old. And I am so thankful and humbled by everyone that, you know, followed me from the old channel, from the graded channel, while we're over here doing our own thing. And the support I continue to receive from the people that think I'm funny and entertaining. And I will never not be humbled by that. Ha! So basically, we just go from fight to fight. Like I said, this is technically a kids game. For like, I want to say like, probably like 9 to 14. So it is it is very simple. But it is very fun. Especially when you start getting those forms. Rider kick! Boom! Okay. There's treasure somewhere. Analyze. What is it? Mysterious blueprints were just hanging out in a tree. A lot. Blueprints for the development of accelerators use core energy to power up abilities. Accelerators can be developed in AI's menu for use by, or I's menu by Kamen Riders with the necessary enemy codes. So it's just develop gear. It's clues. That building may hold some. It looks like every other building. How do you know?
なるほど。誰もが必ず一度は寄るってことだな。
うまくいけば知りたい ID の行動もキャッチできるかもしれません。そうすれば。
Oh, that soundtrack. That soundtrack just hits so good.
よし。
Let me know if it's not loud enough or if it's too loud. Nice. Alright, what's in here?
厳重に封鎖されてるな。
ここからは入れませんね。地下駐車場の方にも入り口があります。
よし、そっちを
The front door didn't work. Is there another door? Maybe.
ぜ。ここも封鎖されてるか。
しかしこのゲートの封鎖はセキュリティレベルによるものです。
セキュリティレベル。
セキュリティレベルはセクター内の警戒の度合いを表す数
Oh, we're
値
learning
です。
so much about Sector City.
低下するほど各所のゲートが開放されていきます。
How do we keep the neighborhood safe?
現在は
We raise the security
全世界
level
最
and
高
throw
レ
up
ベル
giant, massive
全面
pressure
封鎖状態
doors.
です。
そいつを下げればこのゲートも開く。
セキュリティ
Look,
レベ
as
ルを
long as there's
下げる
dangers in this city, this sector is going to be
要
sealed
するに
off.
敵をぶっ倒せばいいんだろ。行くぜ。はい。
I don't care that you have to go to work. There is something dangerous in this city. As soon as it's dealt with, we'll let you go. Like, double S. All right,
セキュリティロックが解除されました。
we're in. Also, congratulations to Doc, who, along with some of our friends, formed a VTuber group. Doc, do you have a link to that on Twitter or the places to follow? Definitely post that. Keep an eye on them. Some of our friends are part of it. Yes, give them a follow. Let's build up their following. We're all gonna make it together. Yeah, I know that there were rumblings of that, being in the works, but I didn't know you guys were that close to unveiling it. Proud of you guys. And I'm really excited to see where that takes Shin. What the future holds. You should make a visual novel. I think that would be fun. It also comes off very like classic like 80s 90s sitcom, family sitcom. I don't know why, but I started watching and the credits kind of with everybody's uncle or auntie, like it kind of reminds me of like Golden Girls or Rob's Family, like in a good way. It's very cozy and comfy. And Huxley, the cute mascot. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV.
さて、レベルを下げるためには。
地下駐車場の奥の方に
Everywhere you
敵の反応
look,
があります。
everywhere you go, there's a heart, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to.
Kusso. 陥没していて先に進めねえ。誰がこんなことを。
We could have done something
ない。
like this.
陥没の向こうへ行くのに何かいい手はねえか。
お役に立てるかわかりませんが、先ほどそのジョーカーメモリーに似た反応がありましたよ。
本当か。それを早く言えよ。電電センサーで調べてみるか。
電センサーで何かわかるかもしれません。
Servant, I could tell you a tale of nostalgia for years, for ages you didn't live for. Let me tell you, one of my previous relationships, she loved old sitcoms. She loved Sanford and Son. She loved All in the Family. She adored All in the Family. That's how I got into that. You're like a year older than me. I only grew up with them on reruns. I remember when Fresh Prince was new. Charles in charge. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our
なぜ
rights.
知っているのか
I
思
want,
い出せません。
I want Charles in charge of me. That's how you saw Get Smart. Also, watch Get Smart. Yeah, Get Smart's in the Plex. I'll watch it.
あとは返信を解いて反応を待つだけさ。変身。サイクロンジョーカー。
All right. We're back as double.
ようやくだぜ。
いやあ翔太郎元気そうで何よりだよ。
ようフィリップ。俺もお前
Remember
の
what I was talking about
届くもの
earlier?
が届いて何より
Double is a merger of two different guys. And
その声はもしかして
usually they're in sync and they talk together, but they can also talk
こ
separately.
いつが相棒のフィリップ。
よろしく頼むよ。君は愛って言うんだね。
はい、愛と申します。このセクターシティのナビゲート AI です。
ナビゲート AI。なるほど。それで愛なんだね。
おいおいダジャレかよ。
翔太郎さん
Didn't realize it was a play on words.
おっとそうだった。フィリップ、詳しい話は後にするぜ。
やれやれ。相変わらず大騒ぎだね。
Shotaro is actually a pretty good detective when it comes to like finding and tailing people. But like as far as an investigator, other than like gathering clues, his strength lies in finding lost animals. Like most of their cases are finding lost animals. And Philip is the brains and figures out like the hard stuff. Okay, air step. Move.
わかりました。
Let's see. Now, each rider is leveled up independently. HP recovery items to be found in Sector City. Destroy them to restore HP.
あのマーク、やはり財団 X か。
あの敵を倒せばセキュリテ
Okay,
ィレベルが下が
Foundation
りそうだ。
X is just a mysterious foundation of people that are always experimenting with things that give a lot of power and developing it. So they're basically like a mysterious organization that supplies the villains. The cool thing about Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider always uses the exact same powers as the villains, but for justice. always been a really cool thing about storytelling involved with Kamen Rider is even when you have that that weird black and white, this is justice attitude, there's still a level of nuance showing that even bad guys can be good. They have to want it, though. Alright. Night Servant. And where can you get this game? You can get it from, oh my god, where did I get it? Play Asia. I got this from Play Asia. I said it is an import. Start by filling in those details. It's been so long since I've ordered anything from Play Asia. I forgot who they were. Professor Zeus, who may or may not be Dio. Is there anything you can tell us about the case? Well, Foundation X is here, and Dio is running the city. So wordy. Oh, we forgot to set stream goals. Let's turn stream goals off for that. We're just gonna enjoy the ride because this game is kind of linear. It's it's very straight forward. So we kind of go at the speed the game lets us go. It's a nice, pleasant ride.
タジも気になりました。先ほどの敵の撃破でビジターセンターの入り口が開放されました。
そうか。アイダ博士の足取りが知りたい。すぐに行こう。
Look at that fire effect. You guys ever just stare at a fire and just let the flames mesmerize you? Kind of hypnotically? I think that's like 5 or 6 different flat images of fire laid over top each other. Alright. Wow.
止められるもんなら止めてみな。ほら。どうだ。
That one. We infiltrated the visitor center, which is totally a thing I didn't forget we were doing. Now, you may have remembered what I said earlier that this game is kind of cheap. a lot of the locations, like I said, look very similar, and they very much look like, you know, bought all of these off of an asset store.
ここからビジターセンターになります。
どうだフィリップ、万事順調じゃねえか。とにかく先を急ごうぜ。
Investigate the visitor
Say.
center.
Dial 式ロックですね。
案外近くに手がかりがあるかもしれない。探してみるか。
Let's take a look around. Dial locks to be opened by entering the correct password. They're used in key places throughout Sector City. Passwords are kept at each room administrator. There may be hints around nearby hunt for 5-letter passwords.
電電センサーで何かわかるかもしれません。
We found the password. It was in the notebook next to the.
アライブと書いてあるな。もしかしてこれがキーワードか。よし、進めるぜ。
Boom, baby.
どんどん行くぜ。
You don't need that spine. It was holding you back.
止められるもんなら止めてみな。
Got him.
よし。
Delicious SD cards. Full of data nutrients.
Extreme.
I dodged into his fire. Get used to this hallway. We're gonna see a lot of it. Okay, that means there is a password somewhere.
ドアがロックされています。解除する方法を探しましょう。ドアがロックされています。解除する方法を探しましょう。
They're all locked.
電電センサーで何かわかるかもしれま
Now,
せん。
as you saw, we couldn't go that way before.
なら止めてみな。
So the first proper Kamen Rider that I got to watch was actually not Double, but Double is a really good show to start people out on. The first one I watched that was proper was actually Build. And Build was really good. But Build has a wild ramp up of what the hell is happening? What happened to this fun Monster of the Week show? What's going on? I don't want to give away too much about it, but it goes from there's a big mystery going on. We're gonna help someone prove their innocence of a crime they didn't commit. Oh, and there's a Monster of the Week. Oh, but also while that's going on, all of a sudden there is a War Chronicle going on where the different Kamen Riders are acting as proxy soldiers fighting a proxy war where whoever can beat the other country's riders gets to own that country. Because if they don't fight that way, then it's open warfare with targeting of civilians in war crimes. And that is literally just the first 15 or so, 20 episodes. It gets even more extreme as things go on in ways that I can't tell you. Otherwise, it ruins everything. You have to watch it. Currently there is no legal way to watch Build, which you should always support the official release wherever feasible. Wherever feasible, wherever reasonable, always support your official release, because that's how we get more official releases. However, if you're an archivalist, it may be worth looking for information about Kamen Rider Build. All right. Yes, if we're still able to archive things, it should be, you should look into it and see if there's any, information about Kamen Rider Build, in an archive somewhere. Nudge. Got him! About to get now! I got two of them! Yeah, Goku Shiaosu is always adding new series on there. That's how I watched 01, that's how I watched Ryuki, that's how I watched Kuga. Now you should watch it too. I believe they've also got Ichigo on there. The original Kamen Rider. Tubi also has it on there. Right? Look, you can watch this awesome show, and all you gotta do is sit through an occasional, commercial.
ひょっとしたらキーワードかもしれません。
That's all.
なるほど。試してみる価値はあるな。
Diagon.
しゃあ、ビンゴだぜ。
Bingo.
先を急ぎましょう。
Oh, they got Rift Tracks and MST3K. I am glad that there is a place to reliably watch MST3K. Because I remember the old days when we had to hope there were some uploads on YouTube of older shows.
誰かいる？敵か？
Dedicated cops channel. Wait, but you're dead!
仮面ライダ
Really?
ー、お前が探しているのはこのガイアメモリか
な。まさか。
Let's get the flame memory.
キリヒコなのか？
You are literally dead! We watched you die!
その
What
方
are you
と
doing here?
知り合いなのですか？
And why are you alive?
ナスカは園崎キリヒコは俺と同じフート
He
を
loved
愛したや
Fudo.
つだ。
He designed their mascot. You had this
彼は
awesome
死んだはずだ。
keychain that there's only like 50 of, and you gave them to us.
強力なコアエナジー反応が出ています。
なあ、本当にキリヒコなのか？何か言ってくれよ。
私は
Baron
死んだ
Cygnus,
よ。
what is up, my dude?
今さら何かを言うつもりは
Are you ready
ない。私が
for
す
our
るべきこ
first
と
boss fight? Our
ただお
first
前と戦うことだけだ。
Bugman boss fight.
戦うしかねえのかよ。
My man's pants are so baggy. Okay. You know, powerful enemies are slow enough to attack. Counterattacks, weak strikes, weak points, so dangerous, also effective.
決着をつけたからな。やらせてもらうよ。
Get his thick ass thighs. I must sneak around to attack Kamen Rider, but I'm so dummy thick. The clapping of my thighs is giving away my position. Got that ass! Sorry, Chief. I'm a triple styling on your ass! Ow! Time for the finisher! Joker Extreme! What? Did he just fill up his health gauge? It is very simple. This is a children's game for like ages like 9 to 14, but it is fun. Our first boss has 3 phases! Extreme!
福な
Armor break! And this is the upper level difficulty. Like, so many things are going on here. There's a style meter. There's an experience gain. Each rider has their own experience bar, so you gotta level them up individually. So you gotta level up every single form. You gotta commit resources to leveling up your bugman. Hoorah! Ah! Oh my god, you crucified him!
やはり強いな。だがこれでいい。
お前まさかわざと
He's
なんでそんな
literally
ことを
crucified!
これでいいんだ。
どういうことだよキリヒコ
説明する時間はないようだ。
Bugman is an awesome guy. He raised the heaven and earth.
私に一つだけ教えてくれ。
Tell me one thing. Will I
フ
dream?
ートの風は
Do the winds still blow the same in Pluto?
ああ、あんたが生きていた頃と全く変わってない
Oh
ぞ。
god!
そうか。
He's literally the first boss and you're making me feel bad about murdering
お
him!
前を信じフートを託して。
This is the kind of conversation you have in the final stages of the game when you find out that all of your villains, actually had motivations that, were understandable. Or they weren't bad, some of them weren't bad people, they were just aligned with the wrong side because that was the only way they could achieve their goals. This is not a first boss conversation.
翔太郎、
翔太郎さん、
はい。さっきナスカからコアエナジー反応が出てるって言ってたな。
はい。
This
とて
is
も高
great.
い数値
I
の
love it.
コアエナジー反応が出ていました。
フィリップ。お前どう思う？
財団 X を思わせる X の文字、倒したはずのドーパンとの復活、そしてコアエナジーの研究。
Okay.
実に興味深い、ね。
A dopant is a monster that is created by using a injecting a Gaia
助
memory
けてく
into
れと
yourself.
叫んでいるように聞こえるぜ。
The Gaia library is literally the memory of Earth.
君も本
Like
当に
the
ナビ
memory
ゲ
of
ー
the
ト AI
planet.
なのか。
And memories are made by taking memories from Earth
依頼人に
and
疑
putting
い
them
の
into
目
a
を向け
USB
るのは
drive.
探偵のやることじゃねえ。
And they are
そんな
literally
こと
like
じゃ
concepts.
愛だって俺を信頼してくれ
Everything
るわけ
about
がね
that concept.
それが俺のやり方だ。
Sometimes it is something simple like beans or cuttlefish.
信頼。
Other times it's a little bit more abstract, and the abstract ones are super powerful.
これからもよろしくな。
Like Terror,
はい。
Aurora,
信頼に応えられるよう
and
頑張
Joker.
ります。
Those are all like super
ヒートメ
powerful.
モリも手元に戻った。
But the other ones that are super powerful are all the dinosaur ones.
この近くにゲスト ID 登録の
All the
端末
dinosaur
があ
ones
り
are absurdly
ます。そ
powerful.
こでアイダ博士の ID を調べましょう。
Okay, now we can turn into Heat Joker. And each one gets a little jingle. Oh man, we are hurting. I need some health. Okay, I want you to pay attention. So we got some health.
Guest ID データにアク
Oh, I
セス。
thought this was one of the computers that
アイダ
restores
博
health
士
and
の
saves my
ID を
game.
見つけました。アイダ博士の ID は
Professor
事故の1
Ida's
週間
ID
前に
was
登録さ
registered
れて
1
い
week
ますね。
before the accident as a top-level
ID クラス。
VIP.
1週間前ずいぶん早くから来たんだな。しかも VIP。
滞在中、車に乗っていた記録があります。その車は今も地下駐車場にあるようですね。
The underground parking lot, we were there.
カーナビを調べれば博士がどこに行ったかわかるかもしれない。
よし、次はその車を当たろう。
Rockin', we did it! Oh. Look, we don't have time for you to go through the rest of that level again, so we're just gonna take you there.
この辺りだ。まだ燃え続けてやがるな。
Be around here.
電電センサーでも炎の反応しか見えねえ。慎重に行くしかねえな。まずはヒートメモリの力でこの炎を突っ切るぜ。
やれやれ。翔太郎の慎重には当てになりそうもないけど、とりあえず先に進めとしようか。
一言多いんだよ。
Ah, they're fighting.
せ
怪物の能力にこの先には進めません。
Chain attack can also unleash a powerful attack that is specially designed for it. You can do an attack as you change into your next form. Ow! Make him stop! Man is out of control! Is this Bugman or is this Tekken? Why can't it be both? Why does he runs with such bad form? Oh dear.
あいつはマグマドーパント。
はい。このドーパンとの反応に気づけなかったのかい？
すみません。まさかこんな敵の反応だったとは。
早く倒さねえと何もかも焼き尽くされちまうぜ。行くぞ。
Boss time again already? Dude, you have a wicked mustache? Absolute must. Because I just uppercut all day. Uppercut day. Gets up. Maximum drive.
Joker grenade.
Just always finish the boss with a finisher. That is the rule.
まだ炎が残ってやがる。早くアイダ博士の車を探さねえとな。
Is there any health pickups in here? I'm really hurting. I'm hurting bad. I'm hurting real bad.
Hi. 私にお任せください。
I have not finished playing this game.
よし、準備完了だ。
But I did start a new game for this. Cyclone uses all these kicks, they're like very whip-like.
電電センサーで何かわかるかもしれません。
I moved like 3 feet! Oh no! Oh, there's no consequences. And look, my health is full. Ah! Oh! He does one-inch punch! Did you see that? He does the one-inch punch! What's in the box? What's in the box?
アイダ博士の ID を確認。この車で間違いありません。
So Professor Ida was definitely here at some point.
滞在期間中から2件の履歴がヒットしました。
What does it mean?
1件目は浄水セクター。
Educated guess would be that they're not here anymore, but what does that mean? What does it mean to have been here before?
メールに書かれた座標の場所だな。しかしもう一つの浄水セクターってのは
What does it say?
浄水セクターは水質を管理するセクターです。
なぜそんな場所に、気になるな。
Water purification plant? Well, I am knee deep in poopy water.
その前にこの市外セクターを開放しなければ
We better go make sure everything is okay at the water purification plant.
そう来ると思った
Also,
ぜ。
find a
セキュリテ
hose.
ィレベルを下げろ。
Because again, I'm knee deep in poopy water, and I don't like that. It's a good thing I have a helmet on. Now I don't have to smell all the poo gas, from all the sewage seeping in. What? Sonozaki family? They're literally all alive.
私も同じ気持ちだわ、お父様。ねえ、お父様。この島には今、仮面ライダーダブルもいると聞いたわ。
Okay.
私も聞いてい
The
る。
the fucking cat Sabretooth there,
ラ
the
イ
cat
トとそ
guy,
のお友達も
he's
招いて
literally their house cat
パー
with
テ
a
ィー
memory
と行
stuck
きたい
inside
とこ
him.
ろだね。
He of all people should not be there because
家族でお楽し
he
みを。
lives at Shotaro's house. He's their pet.
わざわざ出向いてくるなんて珍しい。
あなた方の様子を見に来たの。
He's also like one of the most dangerous fighters in their organization is the house cat. I think he's like a Russian blue.
スコブ調子がいい。
それは良かった。家族とも楽しんでいるようで。
さて、それで君はそんなことを言うためだけに私たちのところに来たの。
さすがに鋭いですな。今この島で仮面ライダーが暴れ回っている。このままでは計画に支障が出そうでね。排除するためにあなた方の力を借りたい。
なるほど。ちょうど彼らをパーティーに招こうと話していたところだよ。蘇ったからには何としても園崎家の悲願であるガイアインパクトを起こさなくてはならない。そのためにライトの協力も得たいところなのでね。
なるほど。あのガイアインパクト。それは実に素晴らしい。
So I
良い結果を期待していますよ。
I actually don't remember what that is. Like, if there's somebody here that really likes Double and remembers what the Gaia Impact was, I would appreciate explaining to the rest of the class because I don't remember.
おっと、また敵か。何してるんだあいつら。
They're dealing drugs to kids.
こ
Oh
のケース
no.
の中から翔太郎さんのガイアメモリと似た反応が出ています。
なんだと。奪われてたまるか。行くぞ。せ。
Surprise, motherfucker! Boom!
ほら。どんどん行くぜ。
Is that trigger? Metal!
順調にメモリを手に入れたぜ。これも愛のおかげだ。
皆さんの信頼に応えることができて嬉しいです。
あいつらこいつをどこかに運ぼうとしていたな。
But
どこへ
But why?
復活している当番と、そして彼らから出ているコアエナジー反応。この事件の首謀者はガイアメモリとコアエナジー。
What even is core energy? We don't
絡
know.
んでいるのかもしれない。
そのために俺た
I
ち
gotta
の
say
ガイア
this,
メモリまで利用
the
させる
writing
わ
of
け
the
にはいかね
dialogue is pretty on point.
え。あとはトリガーとルナだ。はい、ガイアメモリの反応も見つけたらすぐ知らせてくれ。
わかりました。お任せください。
あの大きなゲートの向こうが法案セット。
現在は封鎖されています。先ほ
I'm
どの
actually
戦
kind of
闘
interested
で
now
第一
in
連
playing
絡
one
の
of the
方
old
面
Power
のゲー
Ranger
ト
games.
が解放されました。
今はとにかくセキュリティレベルを下げるのが先だ。
Like one of the ones for PlayStation or PS2, maybe N64. I want to see how they stack up to this. Hua!
メタルブランディング。
You see what I mean when I saw with all the assets here, how I said this seems like it's somebody just bought stuff from an asset store and just filled out all the
セキュ
space.
リティロックが解除されました。
It's not a bad thing, but it creates this weird element of everything is so like shoestring budget, but everything is on point. Like the gameplay loop is repetitive, but it doesn't. But
よし。
you know, I don't really get
完了だ。
tired of it. I fight bad guys. I win. I get resources,
翔太郎さん、
and then I get to go fight more.
お二人に報告があります。
Like I'm, you know, I level up my guy. I get the things I need to increase my skills and make stuff. I am getting
反
something
応
for
が
my
大きいってこ
time.
とは強敵ってわけだ。
それと、その敵は高いセキュリティレベルを持っています。その敵を倒せば、このセクターのセキュリティレベルは一気に低下します。
セキュリティレベルが一気に低下か。ってことは
ようやくこの市街セクターが開放できて、他のセクターに進め
We're
る
gonna
というわ
liberate
けだ。
Sector City.
そういうことなら行くしかねえな。フィリップ、
Sector City is
それでいい
known
か
for having weapons of mass
もちろん
destruction.
さ。
So we're gonna go in
僕
there
も
and
早
we're
く
gonna bring
こ
them,
の
you
島
know,
につい
freedom
て
and
知りたいとこ
democracy.
ろだよ。
よし、わかった。はい、その時までの案内を頼む。
了解しました。それでは案内を開始します。
Oh, these guys are waiting for me. They're all electric.
どんどん行くぜ。止めてみな。よし。
Let's not forget this is a toy commercial. Buy the toys. Did you know Kamen Rider Double has multiple forms? Did you know there is a toy for every single one of his forms and weapons? You should buy them. Buy them all. Buy them today. Micro machines, micro machines, micro machines. Buy them all. Buy them all. No. Go fast. Go fast. Go fast. Go fast. You've never seen a man talk fast until you've seen John Machida, aka Micro Machines Man. That man talks so fast, so very fast. Eat! That's it! Yes, sir. Oh. Sorry, see you there. I know that again. I know this seems silly. I'm having so much fun. I hope you can tell I'm having fun. It's so easy to get triple S when your ranking starts at like A. But you know, like I said, the loop, the flashy colors, the bright ranking, it makes you feel good even though you've accomplished so very little. You accomplished almost nothing. Good job! You did it! You're the best sport, but I didn't do anything. But you're the best at it.
コアエナジー反応が接近しています。
スミロドン。
ミック、そんなはずは。
翔太郎、今は戦うしかないようだ。
フィリップ、行くぜ。
Should you be checking with Philip to see if Nick is still at the house? You know, before you kill your pet?
ジョーカーグレネイド。
Got him! Boom, baby!
Joker エクストリーム。
Got him. Holy shit!
なあフィリップ、こいつは
That was literally your
もち
pet.
ろんミックじゃなかった。
Oh,
僕にはわかる。
well, thank God.
そいつはよかっ
Thank
た
God we didn't murder our beloved
でも
pet.
強さは確かに以前戦ったスミノドンと同等だった。
You see, due to complications that arise in the plot line of Double,
先に進んで
Mick
謎を
starts
確かめ
off
るしかねえ
as
か。
like the number
僕たちの
two
手で謎を解明しよ
of the bad guys.
セキュリティレベルの低下を
It's
確認。
Mick is like one of the best
違う
fighters
世
they
界が
have,
解放されました。
and winds up eventually after being defeated, becoming the house cat and that lives with Philip and
こ
Shotaro.
の調子で頑張っていきましょう。
やれやれ、これだけやってやっと一つか。
このすぐ先には浄水セクターのゲートがあります。
アイダ博士が言ったもう一つのセクターか。よし、じゃあ先にそっちに行ってみるか。
I love the urban planning of Sector City that lets us just you know, walk from area to area. Very, very ecological.
セキュリティロックが解除されました。
Concrete! Another fight! But I had fighting earlier! Like, look at whoever made this game genius in the balance. Like, everything you do from changing, you know, forms, sounds exciting. Like, I didn't do a lot, but it feels like I accomplished a lot. The gameplay loop here is like fucking brilliant. Meanwhile, you're being you're like being spoon-fed content slowly. You know, at a pace that the developers have decided, which means the game can be short, but it can be padded out for extra time. But it's still fun! Help me!
そうか。まずはそこに行ってみるか。
では、先に進みましょう。
Things are too tough at the... Huh?
翔太郎さん、フィリップさん、どうかされましたか？行きますよ。
Oh no. Woo!
止められるもんなら止めてみな。
It's so much fun! Why is this so much fun? I'm not doing anything! Nailed it! Security lock has been deactivated. Oh, dog. Whatever shall I do? Be restored.
完了だ。
Nice.
ここが新しいセクターか。
はい。ここからは森林セクターにな
Known
りま
as
す。
the forest sector
このセクターは
of
植
Sector
物に
City.
対するコアエナジー活用の研究セクターです。コアエナジーを供給することで、あっという間にこのセクターを埋め尽くす深い森になりました。
このセクター全部が森なのか。
The whole sector is a forest. Is that why they call it the forest sector?
なあフィリップ。
翔太郎、愛に X の文字が刻まれていることに気づいたんだ。
そんな。いや、
財団 X と関係がある可能性がある。今は少しでも情報が欲しい。気づかないふりをするのが得策だろうね。
これまでの愛を見てると悪いやつには見えねえ。俺は愛を信じる。だから今回ばかりは俺との相乗りに付き合ってくれ。
翔太郎、
お二人ともお気をつけください。この先に強大なコアエナジー反応が2つあ
Both
り
of
ます。
you, be careful.
さらに強力な敵のお出ましってわけか。探す手間が省けるってもんだぜ。セキュリティレベルを下げるチャンスだ。行くぜフィリップ。行くぜ。
What? Oh no! Yummies! There's a mooks from Kamen Rider! Oh!
止められるもんなら止めてみな。
Yeah, yeah, yeah! Revel up. So yeah, you every single form has to be leveled up individually. Okay. Alright. We use heat metal and heat joker a lot. So, you detected a
敵ら
response.
しいものは見当たらないね。
そんなはずはありません。センサーには確かに。
おやおや、仮面ライダーがいると聞いたけど。
Ah! Agreed! Agreedo!
なんだオーズじゃねえのか。
僕たちの探し物の邪魔だから消えてもらうよ。
お前らはドーパントじゃねえのか。
They are creatures of
よく
desire.
わからねえが二人まとめて相手してやるよ。
へ
They
え。
could actually
お
turn
前
a
なかな
human's
か言う
desire
ね。
into a tangible
2対1で勝て
substance
ると思ってる
that
のか
they
い？
consume for power.
足し算すらできないようだな。
俺たちは二人で一人の仮面ライダーだ。
ただの足し算ではないことを証明してあげよう。 ジョーカーグレネイド。
Maximum Drive!
ジョーカーエクストリーム。
Extreme!
Are you guys still having fun? 'Cause I'm definitely having fun. Ah, they spit out core metals!
バカな。数で勝っているはずなのになぜ。
こんなの聞いてた話と違う。
Why ain't you boys bleeding coins?
おい、
Oh yeah, the
どういう
greed
こと
they
だそれ。
bleed coins.
君に話すようなことじゃないさ。君にはね、メダルも1枚失ってし
So
まったし
beating them up is like playing River
僕
City
は聞
Ransom.
かせてもらうよ。
Just beat them up and coins fall out.
おいカザリ、何のんきなこと言ってるんだ。早くメダルを取り返さねえと。そうか、力はすぐに取り戻せるんだってな。
待て。しつこいやつらだな。
Oh, they're
絶対
chasing
絶命って
AG!
わけか。これ小雨だ。
Okay, Edgy, he is a world
なんで
traveler.
このメダルがここに。
He's kind of a wanderer.
しまった。一気にいろんなことが起こって何が何だかよくわからないけどやるしかないよな。変身。さあかかってこい。
O's! 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 Like I love Kuga. Kuga is a phenomenal series, but I think above all, I think O's is probably been my favorite one I've watched so far because it hits that right balance between, you know, comedy, seriousness, but keeping it fun, even as stakes are applied. Ah. Tatoba. Taka, Tora, Mata! Tatoba, Matatoba. One moment, I think I fucked up. My headset died. Can you guys still hear the game? Alright, cool. I can't. I can't get it. I think what that means is that, actually, let's see. Okay. I might be able to hear it now. Yeah, this came out for Switch. I've also been very, open about it being out for Switch. Okay, so Oz gets Wolverine claws, he gets a sword, but he also gets to play with Candroids, which are little robots shaped like soda cans that he gets at a vending machine. Like I said, this game is an import. It came on, I got it from PlayAsia. PlayAsia, this is, by the way, this is not an ad. PlayAsia is also a purveyor of many fine goods. You should give them a check out sometimes and see if they've got something you like. Okay, these two have actually met each other before. In the Double movie, Oz shows up to save Double from a really tough fight. Battle Network Collection? Yeah. There are a lot of games that get, because the Switch and the PS4 are technically region-free, got English language releases in different parts of Asia. And so you can buy them. That's one of the reasons why the last couple Super Robot Wars were such big sellers, and why Super Robot Wars 30 came out officially in the United States. Because, V, X, and T were such massive sellers.
仮面ライダーオーズ欲望の怪人グリードを倒して私たちと一緒にこの島の危機を助けていただけますか
君が助けを求めるなら俺は必ずそれに応える
But AG, he is a wanderer. He is like the son of a politician that genuinely wants to do, and he as a human being genuinely wants to do good in the world and help people and just make the world a better place. He took money from his family because they're like a rich political family, and went to Africa and just poured that money into a village, gave them running water, vehicles, equipment, things they needed to make their lives better and befriended the people, but didn't understand the reality of the situation where nothing exists in a vacuum, and you can't just pour money into an area without other people taking notice of that. And as a result, the village was attacked by a warlord, all the people were killed in front of him. He himself, I believe, was injured or held hostage until a special forces team came and saved him. And as a result, he kind of changed his philosophy. Yeah, it's fine. Children's show, by the way! Like, you vividly see a flashback of this little girl he befriended eating an RPG! Like, it's so fucked up! And so, not to be discouraged, he understands that, you know, wanting to help somebody is a good thing in itself. But we must be careful how we choose to help, how we choose to make the world a better place because of the consequences. Everything has consequences, whether positive or negative, whether good or bad, everything produces an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, those people had a much better quality of life, better than they ever dreamed of. As a result, however, as a result of the improvement to their lives, warlords saw that and sought to steal to exploit those resources. And as a result, those people got hurt. And so, although he decides he still wants to help people, he changes his perspective. He reaches his arms out as far as he can, and he says, I'm going to focus on helping the people that I can reach with these actions. And he doesn't mean, like, you know, like, everywhere. He means, like, you standing next to me, I'm going to help you because I can reach you. You're right here. And he says that if everyone just did that and helped out the first people they could around them and passed that along, you know, paid that forward, then the world will slowly become a better place. Which, you know, is a really cool thought, it's a really cool sentiment, you know. I can't help, you know, starving kids in a third world country. Yeah, I can give money to this foundation that says they're going to help them, but that doesn't mean giving them money to that foundation is really going to help them. That's one of the sad, you know, things of our life, of our world. Is sometimes the groups that are set up to help people don't actually help people. They're just there to help themselves, and it's unfortunate. Which is why, before you get to any kind of charities, always find out, you know, what you can about that charity and how much of the money they collect goes to their cause and how much goes to admin. But, you know, I can help you. I can help the person next to me. And if you help the people next to you, and they help the people next to them, and they help the people next to them, and so on and so forth, maybe that creates a wave, and one day, you know, that help will reach that third world country. And, like I said, that's a cool thing to think about. You know, helping the world doesn't have to be, like, big changes. It can be little things. But anyway, one of the fun things about Eiji is underwear. Anywhere he goes, he always carries a spare pair of underwear, a spare pair of boxers. He's always got it in his pocket. He uses it as a wallet. When he camped out, he used it as a flag to mark his campsite. Because he misunderstood an idiom. The phrase that he misunderstood is, you know, we never know what tomorrow holds, or if we're going to be alive tomorrow. But just in case, I'm going to pack an extra pair of underwear with me, just to be safe. And so everywhere he goes, he has an extra clean pair of underwear. These boxers are going to build the bridge of the 21st century. Like,
ああ、頼んだ
Counting
ぜ。
on you, Batshot.
バットショット帰ってきたか。どれどれ。
Oh, you're back.
なんだブレててよくわからねえな。
What's this? It's too blurred to make out. Did you photograph a Sasquatch?
それによると撮影場所はこの奥のよ
You
う
went
です
like 100 meters away and came back. How did we not see what you photographed? It was just over there.
やるしかねえか。
翔太郎さん、そっちは頼むよ。
ああ、任しとけオズ。
おらいい感じだね。
Uppercut. Body blow. Body blow. AG's backstory, that's not a that's not like a spoiler. That's a thing they tell you like very early on. Is he helped a bunch of people and they got murdered for it. All right.
写真の座標はこの辺りだが。
Coordinates to the photograph's location are just around here.
フロッグポットのマイク感度を上げればさっきの音の出所を特定できるかもしれない。
なるほど、やってみるか。
残響音を探しましょう。
High-spec microphone and sound mount associated with the frog pod can be adapted to track a sound source. Even after the sound of the source of the sound has moved, it can be tracked using echoes. Ah, I got two with that one. Yeah, buddy.
.この場所だね。残響音
Seems
が
like
ま
it
だ
was
残
picked
っ
up
て
by
る。
the frog pod originated here.
残響音を解析すれば同じ波形の発信源をある程度特定できるかもしれない。
そいつをたどれば音の主を追跡することができそうだな。
Be able to track down whatever made that sound.
残響音を探しましょう。
どんどん行くぜ。
いい感じだね。
やれるもんなら
Turn off the auto lock. Keep popping on. Zap!
どうだ。
Say, it might be fun to do a watch along of O's sometime. Because I believe the first couple of episodes of like, every Kamen Rider are available for free on
フィリップさん、そっちは頼むよ。
like the official Toei YouTube channel. Yeah, some of the movies there are for free as well. That's how I first saw Heroez.
いい感じだね。
Nailed it. Around here somewhere. Night. We're probably about done here. I was only gonna go for another 30 more minutes. But if you gotta check out, feel free. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you Tuesday at 11. Hey, ride vendor.
Oz! そいつはトライセラトプスドーパントだ。噛まれたらひとたまりもないぞ。
Look out, Oz.
噛まれたらっていうか、食べられるレベルでしょこれ。
はい。ここまで巨大な敵、君なら探知できたろ。また気づかなかったのかい？
ごめんなさい。まさかこんな相手だと
は。
君のセンサーは故障しているんじゃないかな。少し見せてもらうよ。
フィリップさん大丈夫。ちょっと驚いたけど、2人がいれば俺平気だし。
ああ、俺たち3人ならこんなの余裕だ。なあ、オズ。
もちろん。さっさとやっつけて先へ急ごう。
This is such a cool creature design.
Metal branding. どうだ。
Alright!
セルメダルが落ちてる。倒したやつはグリードでもヤミーでもないのに、なんでだろう。
ああ、あいつはでかいが確かにドーパントだった。セルメダルってのとは関係ないはずだな。
はい。
フェリ
君、そしてナビゲーション AI という今の僕たちにおあつらい向きの存在。どうしても何者かに誘い込まれてるような気がするんだ。
おいフィリップ、いい加減にしろ。
ちょっと二人とも喧嘩はやめましょうよね。
お二人は私も敵の仲間じゃないかと言い争っているのですね。
うん、そうみたいだね。
私の生まれたセクターシティがなぜこうなってしまったのかわかりません。でも今ここが怪物だらけなのは確かですから、セクターシティにいた私が疑われるのは当然ですよね。
この町で今何が起きてるのかはわからないけど、君は絶対奴らの仲間じゃないって俺は信じるよ。
オーズさん、
もし君が悪い奴の仲間だった
You're on
と
the
して
wrong
も、
side.
君が助けを
As long
求
as
め
you
る
need
限
my
り
help, I promise I will
絶対
give
に
it to
助けるよ。
Because AG's just such a good. He's just such a good
オー
boy.
ズさんはとても優しいお方なのですね。
俺だけじゃないよ。翔太郎さんはもちろん、フィリップさんも本当はとても優しいよ。きっと同じ行動をとる。俺わかるんだ。だから俺たちを信じてみてよ。
はい、信じてみようと思います。
ライドベンダー、セクターシティにもあったのか。
Okay. So
俺は
ride vendors,
セルメダルでカンドロイドっていう便利な小型のメカが買える
but
自
you
動
can
販売機な
also
んだ。
buy Candroids from them. And in O's, all the Candroids turn into little robot animals, and they do things. Like they collect stuff.
やるぞ。
Or they help you in battle. One of the Candroids is like a spy camera.
本気出してみようか。負ける気がしないね。
I really wish this game had Kamen Rider 4s in it.
これで決まりでしょう。
Because double O's and 4s are supposed to be connected by Foundation
す
X.
ごいなあの二人。
ごめん
As
なさい。
Foundation
い
X
いん
is
だよ。っていうか
heavily implied to be the bad guy, you know, responsible for like
Yeah, yeah.
bad things in
そう
all
いうわけ
three
じゃないけど。
series.
俺も
それはメダル。
But also there was a weird
Oh,
goofiness
I know.
of you know
バンクが残して
double
くれたものだよ。
O's and 4s,
壊れちゃった。
you know, 2,
今は
3,
買え
4.
ないけど、いつかまた
And
出
they
会
had
えるんじゃないか
a numbering system going
俺はそう
on
思
there.
っているよ。
お揃いだね、グリード諸君。
ねえ、オーズがいるという話だったけど、とんだ無駄骨だったよ。
Double is the first show to have a writer that has like
俺たちの
two powers where
いないの。
split, and you could combine them
そ
and
の
mix
話
and
本
match.
当なの？
ネズール、安心する。俺、必ずオーズ見つける。
You know, O's could do the same thing with 3 different sets of
ありがと
powers.
うね。ガネ。
Fours could do it with 4
おい
because he had
オ
the
ーズ
4
じゃないと
asterisk
分かってい
switches.
て俺たちをけしかけたの
And
か
おいおい、随分と疑り深いじゃないか。またコアメダルを補充してあげたという
4 is it was Wizard.
確かに君のおかげでコアメダルには困らない。でも、何かが足りないんだよね。オーズと戦って、この手で倒すことでしか、この欲
We're
望
gonna
は満
save
たされ
after
ないんだ。
this, and we're gonna cool off with
カザリの言う通りだオーズと戦わせろ
videos.
いや、
Vidges.
久しぶりの復活でどうやら勘が鈍ったと見える
I think it might be fun to, from
君た
now
ちの
on,
い
you
た
know, we
同
just
じ
end
森
our
林
night
セク
with
ターオー
some
ズも
videos
登
from
場してい
YouTube
た
to
と
just
い
kind of
う
cool off.
なんだって？
This also means that
ま
I'll
だ
need an
持ってい
awesome
る
mod
メダルは
to
少ないものの
screen those videos from
君たちが
our
戦
users.
ったダブルと
That
合
way,
流したよう
we have cool things to watch.
なる
kinda
ほど。
cool down on. Things that
オ
are
ーズが
funny
いる
yet
のなら
random.
話は変わるね。そうだろう、ウバ。
ウバならオーズの話が出た途端言っちゃったわよ。
And sadly,
あの単細胞は
no one we know is still
Ma-
up this late.
僕も行くとするよ。
Look at this. Alright. Look. We're 16% of the way through the game. We did it. We did it together. Okay. Save data. And we will come back and we'll do this again next week.